Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Capricorn. How are you guys? Let's see what's going on. I'm using the same deck I used for a love energy read to see if some of the same energies come out. They certainly have, so yeah. I'm not quite done shuffling these yet. All right, what does Capricorn need to know? Those. Yeah, somebody wants to reach out. Ooh, someone wants to come together. I see rebuilding. Now that it could be reconciliation or someone wants to rebuild a connection, but it's often a person who's needed to heal. And you can see there's 3 here. So yeah, someone may be leaving something behind, but it's rebuilding their heart chakra, healing. This is somebody who has faith in this connection. Yeah, this is someone learning to go with the flow. Their emotions are flowing, so something has ended. So someone here is no longer giving to someone, no longer talking, because 2 people are coming together here. You might have a few people reaching out. You may have several opportunities too. So yeah, saying to just breathe. Someone's a little stuck here. So saying just breathe. Yeah, someone here wants to talk. Ooh, we got high vibrational energy, shine. See, letting it shine through. It's an energy of healing. Yeah, some of you have, like I say, there's 3 here. You may have a few people reaching out. There may be some choices here. Some of you, there is something that's ended, like you've maybe healed from something. But it's still 2 people coming together. Let's have a look at reaching out. Yes, it's a person thinking things through, choosing their battles. It's a person in a hurry. They want to talk, obviously. It's communication coming in. This is someone leaving some people behind, though, because I'm getting the vibe of someone here no longer talking. See, this is somebody choosing their battles. They're dealing with something here before they come in. And I do see change. See, this is someone moving on. If you have somebody coming back around, just be a little cautious. Make sure they've changed. Someone who rushes in and backs out. But I feel this is someone basically dealing with the situation. I feel someone here is no longer talking. Like I feel they're choosing their battles and thinking this through because it has to do with change. Tell me about coming together. Yeah, someone here who's a little step back, a little uncertain, but it's about 2 people connecting, talking. Someone just kind of checking things out. But like I say, just watch out for anyone who comes back around who rushes in and backs out. Okay, because it could be someone who hasn't really changed. So that's where you have to choose your own battles here, thinking it through. But there's definitely an energy of 2 people connecting here. Yeah, someone who, think of that. Someone here has been there, done that. So this is a person who's dealing with, they're moving on from something here because it has to do with change and change for the better. Could be someone, like I say, just clearing things out here. Yeah, like I say, been there, done that, but it's somebody who's in a hurry. They want to connect. This is the flow, but it has to do with an ending. Something has ended at 10. And now their emotions flowing, so it's just breathe. Yeah, it's like I say, there could be something to do with other people being involved. Yeah. Just breathe. I'm just going to see what that's all about. Yeah, it has to do with someone, it's a little test, somebody reaching out. And I do see this attraction, high vibration. Someone who's been holding back a little bit, you see, waiting to ask you out, heartfelt message communication. And the Queen of Pentacles just tried to come out and I lost it. I shuffle. All right, where did that Queen of Pentacles go? Probably come out again anyway. But this is what someone here is seeing. Oh no, it's lost. I can never find it once I lose it. I don't want to take too long. Tell me about this person who's been kind of holding back this heartfelt communication, asking someone out. There's definitely an attraction, but like I say, it's someone who's no longer giving to somebody else, no longer talking. Could be some friends, maybe mutual friends here. I mean, or friends of friends. I don't see mutual. I see friends of friends. Yeah, someone reaching out. Yeah, it's an energy of someone coming in right. I see harmony, but it's also someone realizing someone's not right for them. It's all about harmony. Yeah, someone has entered a relationship. There's a loss of some friends and family along the way. That often happens, but there's an ending. Someone has entered a relationship. So it's just an energy of someone taking a little break, a little bit of a breather. You know, this is someone who's waiting for that heartfelt mess. They're just kind of waiting, more than likely, for the right time. Yeah, it has to do with someone here determined to succeed. They want this to succeed, but it's an ending. This is someone ending something first before they come in. Yeah, end of a relationship with someone who's just not right. Look at that. Yeah, we have the Empress. This is the start of something new. High vibration. Someone's drawn to your energy. High vibration. Yeah. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Why is this here? Yeah, this is someone here checking things out here. See, just being patient. I feel some of you are going to know if someone comes back around that rushed in and backed out, okay, that something feels off, been there, done that. That's what I feel, healing. See, somebody here could be waiting for you to get over something. But I do think this is over. It's something that's over. And if it's not you, it's the other person. Tell me about this Temperance. Yeah, a little test. This is somebody preparing. See, getting prepared, clearing this all out. Some people are being left behind. I see even some family, friends, but yeah, and there is good news coming out of this, though, because it's an energy of someone flowing. Their emotions are starting to flow. They're determined. They're trying to control their emotions, but like I say, they're determined to succeed. Yes, they are single, or somebody finding out that you're single. Enjoying the fruits of their labor here, too. But yeah, this is definitely an ending. Someone here is single. And we have a person being very curious too, shining a light, looking for clarity. This is someone who wants to know. This is someone looking, talking to people to see if you're single. Yeah. Shining a light, curious. Yeah, I see. Tell me more about this Temperance energy. Someone taking their time. Yeah, this is someone taking their time. They're assessing the situation. I do see finances, working, someone who's been very busy. See, a lot of busy time. Things are about to speed up because it's about gaining momentum, ready to move. But it is definitely a healing energy. And it could be just this person. But like I say, if you got a person who comes back around after a long period of time and you feel something is off, it could be someone just waiting for you to get over something. And it doesn't mean it's negative. They're up for anything. But I definitely see some of you with choices to make. And it's telling you to think it through. Yeah, I think it's this person here just clearing things out here. You know, just that's their battle, choosing this battle. And I definitely feel a busy time. Let's have a look at the Three of Wands. Yeah, has to do with being happy, emotional fulfillment. So this is really an energy of someone who has been there, done that, but it is a busy time and it's about gaining momentum. Look at that. This is someone who's feeling it's about putting all the cups on the table. Someone who sees the bigger picture because they've taken a step back. They see things a little differently. You're probably different than the usual type too because they're learning something. Someone's single, stable. They look out for themselves. They take care of themselves. Tell me about this page. Oh, the Emperor's trying to come out. There we go. The Emperor. Very curious, learning something. Wow. This is, I mean, it's about just breathe, but it's someone who wasn't moving. See, waiting to make a move. This is a person basically curious, trying to find out if someone's single. If it's yourself, yeah, they're single. Yeah, something has ended here. The Emperor is making this happen too. Look at that. Yeah, it's about being on the same page. So somebody leaving this something, but this situation behind. There's other people here too, but I feel they're talking to people. There's good news. Somebody with good values. See, good morals and values. But it's an energy of this person. This is somebody who has faith in themselves to make the right choice. Yeah, someone's leaving that path behind. They're going down this path. It's the two of you coming together. See, they want to get together. It's about coming together, crossing paths. So I don't know if they're planning or preparing something here. Yeah, King of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I seen the Queen of Pentacles come up. It would be right here, but instead we got the Empress. Leveling up. Yeah, the feminine energy is leveling up, and I do see this energy of, I definitely can see the Empress putting on the brakes with somebody who may be coming back around that may never change. Okay, somebody just wants to be single, so just be very cautious of anyone who tries to come back around. That's why it says just breathe. But I feel something is over. It's ended. It's done. And it could be a person choosing their battles, making sure everything is over, the coast is clear, because that's what it is. It's about looking ahead, planning and preparing, looking at all the situation. A busy time, but it's someone who's been there, done that, though, and that's exactly what that's about. Healing before they start something new. Yeah, it's definitely an energy of someone who's working a lot. I mean, it's, when I was saying it, it come up in my hand, but it's about putting in effort. They want to build. So it's somebody building, but it's also a healing energy. But it's about putting in effort. This person wants to build. There we go. This person wants to build. They want to build with you. Vice versa, masculine or feminine. Nice. Little power couple energy. So it's an energy of being practical, sensible, and very grounded because of the harmony between two. Somebody definitely was dealing with a situation. There wasn't a lot of harmony. Yeah. This is the Emperor making this happen. The Emperor's ending something here. But like I say, they're curious and learning. Just watch out for anyone who comes back around. Okay? Yeah. Because I'm not saying they're up to anything, because I don't actually see anything here. But it's to make sure this person's changed. And it could be somebody who rushed in and backed out because they didn't feel prepared financially. And you yourself, if you are this feminine here, you may have felt something was off with that. But it's about patience, about two people coming together. See, it's all about someone, there's a little bit of time that's gone by. It's definitely a person who moves slow, but both of you often do. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's this, the feminine's doing a lot of this assessing, because it's about not rushing in. Been there, done that, yeah. Interesting. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. What does this person want? What is this? This is someone who has some regret, often based on unfounded fear. This is someone who has a little bit of fear that you might not be single, or like I say, unfounded fear that you may not reciprocate. Yeah. Some time has gone by. But you know, it is the Nine of Swords. So I do see someone taking lessons learned. I do think you're going to avoid this person if you are the feminine, or they're avoiding someone, distancing themselves from someone, because there's definitely some stress, anxiety, and some kind of regret. Could be someone regretting rushing in and backing out. I feel they were single, but it's definitely something that wasn't completely over, because this is coming in after. But it's about avoiding a disaster. This is also spending time together, two people growing a bond, getting to know each other. Someone may have regret for not spending time with you, getting to know you. But I also see this change. Someone may have moved and relocated here too. Definitely can see, I don't see reconciliation. So obviously there was no relationship or commitment. But someone has ended a commitment and they have moved on and relocated. I can see it. They're single. And I see them talking to people, curious to see if this feminine is single, and or it could be even the Empress doing it. But look at this person here now, taming that beast. This is energy of control, self-control, and confidence. This is someone who feels confident, but they're taming the beast. So in other words, being patient. So it's going to be a little test. This person's going to reach out here. They feel pretty confident. So, yeah. Some of you could have been the one who put on the brakes here, because this is someone who, you know, teaching someone how you want to be treated if someone didn't come in right. But there's things being learned that are going to be applied to this. Tell me about the strength. Yeah, cycle's ended. This is a cycle that's over. End of a marriage, a relationship. But it's often a person putting on the brakes here and now looking at this, seeing things in a different light. So you're seeing somebody in a very favorable light. But there's a cycle that's definitely finished in a whole new cycle. You have a person crushing, longing for love. Some of you, it is a person missing someone. So obviously some of you have spent time with this person. But to me, it looks like crossing paths and it doesn't go anywhere. It's like something didn't go anywhere. We have a person who's reminiscing. Yeah. Crossing paths. Somebody wanted to ask someone out and then put on the brakes. So they're questioning and talking to people. They're curious. They want to know everything. What someone does, how they're spending their time. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. There could be children involved here too. Blended family. But yeah, there's the High Priestess. So this is telling me someone's been keeping it all in, keeping it to themselves. Someone already knows the answers they're seeking. Yeah, so someone just keeping it in, reminiscing. But it's a person who wants to have a conversation. I mean, it's about two people coming together. Someone has some kind of regret here, and you can see it has to do with faith. This is someone who has faith in themselves to make their own choices. They feel confident. I'm not seeing lack of confidence. I'm seeing confidence. But yeah, definitely an energy of an end of a relationship or marriage, commitment. But it's a person keeping it in, and I do see this energy of kind of privacy. Could be just someone's private thoughts or curious. They could be listening to something too. Tell me about the High Priestess or something else. I can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah. Yes, it's a person keeping something in, not budging or moving. And this is a person, you can see, very focused, very protective. You see a person in the back looking at this woman up front here. See, keeping it in, privacy. Somebody's watching someone kind of secretly here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not talking. The Page of Swords can be listening, trying to learn something. See, there's other people here. And I feel it's just a person wanting to know if someone is single, because the feelings are flowing. Someone's emotions are starting to flow. Healing that heart chakra is what it is. Tell me about this. The Four of Pentacles. See, it's an energy of stuck, not moving. But it's also someone protecting their heart, everything they've worked for. The Empress certainly isn't giving in unless someone comes in right. That's for sure. Yeah, we got this someone holding on here. Like, I feel there's this romantic energy, but it has to do with two people connecting on that emotional level. If you are seeing someone and it's been going slow, Some of you, it's the end of the single life. I can tell you that right now. But this is a person who's kept it all in. See, romantic feelings, emotional, very deep emotions. Now, we know emperors don't always share a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion. So you can see how this is leveled up. Someone's gone from the knight to the king. So I feel like this is someone who's about to wear their heart on their sleeve. Yeah, it's about getting it going. High vibration, the attraction, see, letting it shine. This person has to start it. The Empress isn't budging or giving in. Yeah, but it's about whether someone's single and open. I feel it's pretty simple there. But really watch out. If there is two and somebody comes back around, they may not change. They may still want to be single. Okay? Because there is someone here who has regrets. Someone's going through a lot of stress, anxiety. Yeah. But this is positive energy. It's happiness. It's the start of something. It's the start of something new. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone's just starting over, you know. But we'll see here. Yeah, there's a spark and an attraction, all right. A passionate new beginning. And there we have the manifesting. So someone prepared, they have everything they need. So person, this masculine is mastering their heart chakra. So it's about falling in love, being in love. Someone here is ready to love again. And there is that romantic energy, but it's about two people connecting, sharing their innermost selves. This person knows too, like they see the bigger picture, they know, but there's a spark. This is about a passionate new beginning. It's about choosing the right person. If you are the feminine energy, I feel you could be the one having a choice here. Because you are in control. This is someone very drawn to somebody. They feel that pull. Yeah. I say a little bit of mirroring, but it's about preparing. Someone has everything they need to manifest their desires. They've been talking to people, learning things. Now they feel prepared. They have what they need. Information, the tools, whatever it may be. I'm going to use another deck. And there's the house, the home. See, it's about building the foundation. But this is someone who has everything they need. And I do see someone moving and relocating. Maybe to another community. But this is a reason to celebrate. There's some sort of celebration, something really positive, some kind of good news. It's like this person wants to share something. They want to share some good news. To do with a home. Their financial foundation. Tell me about this home. Yep. Windfall of abundance, timing. Someone here's definitely got a lot of abundance, a lot of luck. Yep, they want to share this. This is someone who wants to share all this abundance, their good luck, their good fortune. But it's interesting because we have the Emperor and Empress energy. Yeah, I feel there's going to be a conversation, just the two of you. I feel like you're going to distance yourself from some people. But I feel like the single life could be over here. And it's a person preparing them for that. So this could be, some of you may be dealing with someone who's more focused on work and they're busy. Because it's about being able to provide. But the interesting thing is the Empress is someone who's independent. They provide for themselves, which is connected to the Queen of Pentacles. See, this is the start of something beautiful and new here. I feel like you're going to go down this path with this person. I see you connecting. I feel lifestyles are similar. But definitely I see it, the Empress putting on the brakes with someone else. The Empress also knows a good thing when they see it. So tell me about the Empress, the feminine energy. Yeah. Also confident. See, taming the beast, being patient. Yeah. I see kindness, compassion. I also see forgiveness too. And it's also coming from the Emperor, this forgiveness. It could be two people forgiving each other. This could be two people who maybe connected, crossed paths, but it didn't go anywhere because somebody wasn't healed or over a situation. But like I say, I feel like we got two people going to connect, and both of you feeling confident here. That's that pull, that manifesting. Tell me more about the Empress. What does the Empress want? Yeah, the Empress is ready for something new. Both people ready for new. Very happy, high vibrational, very positive. Yeah, ready for new. Yeah, I would have to say here, it almost feels like there's some choices. And I do think choosing wisely, thinking things through. But some of you could have someone who put on the brakes, or the feminine did. Just take it as it resonates. But yeah, I feel we got two people both wanting the same thing. Two people taming the beast within themselves, which is often patience. Been there, done that, not rushing into anything. But the King of Cups here, I feel getting a little overwhelmed, emotionally overwhelmed. Too much happening, very busy. But it's an energy of wanting to build. And I see someone focusing a lot on work. Building. Someone who puts a lot of effort. See, there's happiness. There's happiness there. 10 of Cups. But it's what two people can have when they come together here. Yeah, definitely there's going to be a lot of talk and communication coming in. And I do see people talking. I do see this person, you know, this energy of a very busy time, hurrying up. See, there's change. This is where the tables turn. Yeah, we got a King of Swords. Someone's cutting some people out, but they speak truth. They feel confident with the decision. This is someone cutting some people out, I feel. To me, it looks like the end of a relationship, but they're going to tell you truth regardless. Yeah, there's something being learned here. Yeah. See, this is someone crossing that bridge when they come to it. But you can see, this is two people who've come. There's some people who've come apart. This is someone ready to go down a new path. To me, it looks like it's something that's been over for a while. But I feel like you crossed paths, or you're going to. If this is someone you crossed paths before, you may cross paths with this person. Now, when I see the Wheel of Fortune, often when there's people celebrations, it's something that happens when people come together. Someone's traveling, visiting friends, family, and everybody gets together. So I feel if this happens again, regardless, the Emperor is the one making it happen. You're going to go, you and this person are going to go down this path. I mean, this has to do with the world. See the tables turning, crossing that path. If you have someone who put on the brakes when it's time to take it to the next level, they weren't ready financially, they weren't prepared. It's like they wanted it, but then backed out, possibly at the last minute. But this is happening again. So it's a cycle. It's something that happens. I mean, it could be a festival, a party, a family reunion. But it's happening at, like I say, with some same people. Yeah, the cup runneth over. They're offering the cup. This is someone coming in right. They're coming in right too. But some of you definitely, I do see been there, done that. Somebody here who comes in and they do the same thing. They put on the brakes. It's time to go out in public. Some of you got a person who just wants to keep you secret. Okay? They just want to keep you secret. It's like they're hiding something more than likely. And they come back around and do the same thing. This is where I feel the Empress is like taming the beast, a lot of self-control and strength to end it. You're going to focus on this new. Because there's a new person here. It's all, and I feel the new person to the feminine, the masculine also wants someone new. So you kind of got a bit of mirroring here. Yeah. But it's about both of you having what you need to manifest your desire. There's a lot of desire to talk and connect. So like I say, it could be a family reunion. It could be something that happens every year, every 10 years. There could be a wedding or a celebration of any kind here. A birthday, the birth of a child or somebody's birthday, children. There's something going on that's bringing people together. This person's taken that opportunity to offer you this cup. Yeah. But others of you got a person here who's coming back around. I can just see it, and they're going to tell you how they feel. They're going to wear their heart on their sleeve, and you're going to have to make a decision here. I think the Empress is where the Empress puts on the brakes. The Empress is the one in control. And one thing I know about this energy, the Empress often lets someone think they're in control. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you're actually going to meet your match here. Someone who's very smart, articulate. And I definitely can see a masculine cutting some people out. But it's a person who trusts their intuition. They have a strong intuition, their own inner knowing. They see the bigger picture. But not only that, this person's sword is up because they're protecting themselves. But there's something that the tables turn that makes this person want to connect. And it's the next time you cross paths or they're talking to people about connecting, because they're making this happen. But it's this person, they're determined to succeed. They're determined to cross that path, that bridge, to connect, to come together. So crazy energy. But it's very, very positive. It's like you and this person. Where was that other sun? It's down here. It's like new, high vibrational, positive. And this is an energy of two people who may have healed from situations as well. Because this is where the vibration, see, it's letting it shine, high vibration, attraction. Somebody putting, their best foot forward basically, but just really happy, very attracted. So really watch out. If you have a type that's attracted to high vibration and they may be a little lower vibration, I feel like you're going to know who it is, this other person. But I don't think you're going to go for it because I see been there, done that. It's someone who didn't put any effort. And I do feel this time in between, some of you have been just focusing on your home, your money, maybe your friends, family. And then comes this opportunity. It's an opportunity for a fresh new start. And I do think there is someone who wants a do-over. They want another chance. In fact, I'm going to be honest, I feel both of these energies do. But one of them, it never went anywhere. The timing wasn't right. But the other person is actually someone who just wants to be single. So does that ring a bell? Yeah, and it's almost like they want it's somebody who maybe wanted an open relationship, but you can see this flow. It's a whole change of course and direction here. You've got a person who's, like I say, one of these people is very positive, very happy, but the other person is just drawn to people like that. But I'm not so sure that there's three people here, and maybe even some friends, family, lots of energies, but one of these people is a little not 100% high vibrational. Yeah, there's only one that you're compatible with. You complement each other. And this is the thing. They build you up. You build each other up. And you're going to go down this path. You're going to connect and team up. You have things in common. You complement each other and balance each other out. Yeah, there it is, the Pentacle. See, this person who's been kind of holding back and kind of maybe checking you out on social media or just talking to people that you might know. I do see acquaintances trying to find out what they can, making sure you're single. But they're taking that Pentacle off and they're ready to move. But just feel like, just be careful of anyone who manipulates, someone who tells you what you want to hear. Okay, that's the person you got to watch. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, it's off. Okay, but the other and like I say, sometimes you meet people and it does feel a little off, But this is how the other person felt, the one who wanted to connect with you. See, they were technically single, but it wasn't completely over. This is the person who wants another chance. They'll come in right. And both of them are basically saying the same thing, but one of them is a little less high vibrational than the other. One of them is more concerned about what the feminine can provide for them than what they can provide. That's what it is. Where the other person is emotionally available, they're mature, they're generous. And the reason why they put on the brakes is that obviously they were going through a divorce or a breakup, and they felt they couldn't provide. So they've been working and very busy. Because I actually see the Queen of Pentacles being quite busy working. But it's about the two of you coming together, building each other up. You're going to go down this path with one of these people. This is a draw. I feel like this is something that can't be denied almost because of the shine. I mean, it's like, yeah. Take care. Bye for now.